Hello, friends of the collective. Happy New Year. We made it. I am so happy to be in this new year, and I really hope that you guys can create a wonderful 2024. So, this pick a card is for your 2024, but I did mention in the video I posted last, which was a how-to video, how to do energy work and energy healing, that we can create different outcomes for ourselves. So if you guys missed that video, I'll link it in the description. Again, because the future is not set in stone and we can help to create a beautiful year. So this reading is going to be focused on self, love, and career, just all those three areas for your 2024, and basically its potential. So depending on what we see, I'll of course give advice, and we'll just see how it goes. Before we get into the groups, I just wanted to quickly say that my friend Michael has officially opened his Reiki business, and he was kind enough to offer discount for anyone who's referred by me. So I will link that below in case you're interested in Reiki healing. He does distance Reiki. It could be done through the phone or video or, whatever your preference is. So I will link that below. He's a powerful psychic and we're very similar in our psychic ability, so you might be interested in that. And a huge thank you to all of you guys who have commented on the energy healing video. It really means a lot to me. I really appreciate all of you. Last thing is that my online store where I'm selling some handmade products is going to be up and running and available soon. So this was one example of one of my sprays, the cleansing spray. It's a smudge spray, but I'll get into that at a different time. So I want to show you the 4 groups here. Okay, so these are all the bracelets, as you can tell. So we have here group number 1. This is howlite. Group number 2 is blue apatite. Group number 3, I'll just call this the prosperity bracelet. It's tiger's eye, citrine, and I think that might be emerald or jade. I always get confused. So that's the prosperity bracelet. And then group number 4 is hematite. Okay, so I'll show you again. This is group number 1, howlite. Group number 2, blue apatite. Group number 3, prosperity bracelets. And then group number 4, hematite. Okay, so just take as much time as you need. You can pause if you feel you're not ready to watch this video at this time. That's okay. Just, go with always your intuition. And whenever you are ready, I will see you at your reading. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 1, which is howlite. So the first thing I want to be looking into for your 2024 is the area of self. So just basically how you are going to be doing overall in your energy. This is my deck, the Child Tarot. Spirit, this reading is for group number 1, howlite. Please and thank you. I'll be using the Rider deck later on. I'm gonna really switch it up this year. Spirit, what can you tell us, please, for group number 1 in their 2024? What are some of the energies that are coming towards them in their 2024 in the area of just self, just themselves, their energy? Thank you. Okay, I love this as your first card. The Hanged Man, or in my case, hanging around, okay? So I really love this so much because I feel like this has already happened for you, where you have completely surrendered, or you are currently surrendering, or you will be fully surrendering to just, to everything. You're going to be letting go, releasing, looking at things from a different perspective, letting go of burdens, everything that does not serve you. So this is looking already very good, okay? Because when we let go, when we surrender, we are going with the flow. We are surrendering to the forces of the universe that we can't change. We're only doing what we can do, and therefore we're not anxious about it. We're not carrying these burdens. We're just letting go. I mean, you can see the child is looking quite relaxed and just really accepting the present for everything that it is. Very much in the moment. Spirit, what can we know, please, moving forward? Energies coming towards group number 1 in the area of self in their 2024. Thank you. So another major arcana card. So this is the Hanged Man. This is the High Priestess Daydream. Okay, so group 1, what I'm seeing here immediately is that this is going to be an incredibly psychic year for you, a very powerful year. And that does remind me that one of the pick a cards I want to do next is what psychic ability or ability are you developing? So a new ability. So it's something I haven't done a pick a card like that. So that is what's happening for you. You're going to get a sneak peek into that. There's a lot of clairvoyance happening here. There's a lot of visions. And this is interesting to me because in my last video, I talked about this in the intro, the energy healing video I did for you guys. I talked about being, having some struggle with visualizing because of the third eye. And now I'm actually seeing that your third eye is opening. So I don't know if this has ever happened for you, but this is going to be really exciting. You're going to have visions that are spontaneously coming through. In your vision, you're going to have other types of vision as well, meaning it could be visions like creative visions. It could be visions like your perspective. So not just psychic visions, but, you know, actual three-dimensional visions as well. There's quite a bit of thought, intellect, wisdom. There's a lot of things just coming towards you. So what that equals to for me is reaching a higher frequency. So I think that's actually what's going on here. You will be reaching this year a higher psychic frequency, and it is going to be like your eyes are more opened. I suppose it can look like, imagine if you have a pane of glass and you think it's just normal and somewhat clear, but then all of a sudden you take some Windex and then, you know, like you wipe it down and you're like, whoa, I can see way more clearly. It's literally going to be like that. It's hard to explain, but that, I think you guys know what I mean. And that is what's happening for you guys very early on into this year. It may already be starting. Okay, so a little bit later down the line, what do we need to know for their 2024 in the area of self? They also said something about water. I think that just health-wise, because I'm talking about mind, body, spirit in terms of self in this category. The notion of water, I mean, yes, it can symbolize things like the subconscious and psychic ability, but I also think they're asking you to look at your health a little bit more closely. If you find it hard to have certain habits with your physical health, they're just nudging you and reminding you. I'm also noticing the apple. So perhaps there's some of you that need to just really increase your water intake just for general health and balance. It's also that is a spiritual thing as well, to drink more water, to be more in flow, to be more connected to you know, that element, I think is also very important. So speaking of, okay, this is kind of spooky that you got this. This is another major arcana card. So we're seeing a lot of power for you this year. This is the Temperance card, flow. Okay, and now in this version, we do see actual creativity being done here. So this is painting, but it doesn't have to be that. I think that for you guys, there is this creative and psychic flow, or any type of flow, physical flow even, that is going to be happening for you guys, and it's just going to work out really well. There's balance happening. Even the cards themselves are starting to straighten out. All right, and I mean, that happens in my readings, that it follows the energy flow. And there is going to be this increasing influence from your spirit guides, and I think that you're going to be seeking out their help, wanting to work with them, things like that. And it's just overall, this is going to be a really powerful year for you. So this means that you can make a lot of things happen. So we're looking at love / friendships, like connections and career. You're gonna be able to make happen what you want to happen. You can manifest. You can, you know, work with these energy flows. Okay, so we have the Child of Polynoses, or the Page of Pentacles. Whoop. And then another major arcana card, the Hermit, or the Loner. Okay, so this is exactly what I just was speaking of, where you're creating outcomes. There's a lot of positive potential for you guys. there is going to be a lot of excitement too. I feel like this is a mini whirlwind of energy, but they're in a good way. This is excitement, this is opportunity and potential. You're very connected to the earth, you're very connected to all of the forces in general. And here with the hermit or the loner, again, I talked about wisdom and intellect over here, and there's a purple book, and there's also a book here as well. So either you're going to be doing a lot of writing or reading, or just connecting to something deeper in that way. And here there's a lot of alone time. I don't know if this means in a literal sense where you're going to have that actual space to yourself, but I think it's more of just separating yourself from things that do not serve you, you know, protecting your energy, just really connecting with divine forces, with your higher self, with everything. I mean, you're just becoming incredibly connected. So again, this is just so powerful. Is there anything else that we need to know for the entirety of their 2024 in the area of self? And the final message just for this area, because I feel like it's really all been said here. It's right, it's all here. This is the Seven of Polynoses or Pentacles. And what we're seeing here is that the child here is just very patient and loving in terms of the creations that they're making, right? So this is the final message for you, that everything that you're doing, everything that you're working on, especially with who you are in your energy, everything is working, and you just have to let it work. You just have to lay down one Lego brick at a time and just like basically slowly observe the progress right before your eyes. Yes, this could be just simplified to the word patience, but I think it's more than that. Basically with this card is just you are being extremely, extremely present. You're being here in the moment. Every single day is like this new potential for you, and you're okay with that, and you're actually happy with this. You know, like if you feel like that's not true now, if you feel like you have impatience still, this is going to fade away, or this is the advice as well. So really unbelievable messages here. Such a powerful year for you guys in the area of self. So I'm going to move on to love/connections, because whatever's relevant to your situation. Spirit, for group number 1, please, howlite. Can we know about their energies for 2024 in the area of love or connections? Sorry, I had to bring the camera a little closer. Hopefully you can hear me okay. Spirit, moving forward, please, what energies are coming towards our howlite group in the area of love or friendships or connections, anything relevant to their situation? Spirit, thank you, thank you. In their 2024, what is coming towards... Oh, okay, fell off the mat. Okay, now that's promising. I love this. We have the Nine of Cups. Immediately, even without pulling more cards, what I'm seeing here, this is a general message regardless of your situation. They're saying that no matter what cups you receive or what cups you currently have in this area of your life, that you're going to be fulfilled. So that does tell me that you're going to have an enormous amount of self-love and self-security. So that's wonderful, because if we have that, we are always going to feel fulfilled. So obviously we'll see how this connects to the other people in your life, but you're always going to feel this happiness and security is what they're saying there. Okay, so in terms of love or friendships or connections, what energies are coming towards them? Group 1, please. Thank you. And look at that. That is beautiful. This is the Four of Wands. So for many of you, if it's just the case that you're already in a connection with somebody, whatever kind of connection this can resonate with you, this does feel like a sense of security. Absolutely. Secure, balanced, a sense of belonging, a sense of home, a sense of happiness, okay? Everything. So if this is not your current situation, this is basically what you can look forward to. Sometimes with my readings, they are a little bit relaxed about the time frame. So I'm thinking, yes, this is within the year, but they also sometimes, if it's an extreme case such as like, I don't know, divine love, such as a twin flame, a powerful soulmate, sometimes they can give you this card to indicate that the connection is already there in the 5D, but it's also kind of funny. Everyone has their own timelines. So just know that this is the energy that's going to be filling your life, the energy itself. But let's see, what else? In the 3D, please. What's coming towards them in the 3D? In this area. There could be some kind of a powerful awakening in this case. If you are dealing with some kind of a divine counterpart connection, a powerful soulmate, or soul family, whichever title, it does look as though there's going to be some type of an awakening where it's going to shift in the foundation. With the Empress and the Nine of Pentacles, this is showing somebody who is really powerful in their own right. And that could be you. It also could be somebody else as well. But remember, the first card that I said is that you guys are going to be happy and fulfilled no matter what the outer world looks like in the moment. But what does this mean for how's the outcome here? Or what does this mean for the Four of Wands, please? It's a lot of yellow, a lot of gold. Okay, this kind of gave me a little chill here, the Wheel of Fortune. So, okay. Remember I was talking about, well, with timing, with the Four of Wands, I mentioned that sometimes it can certainly vary. Now, the Wheel of Fortune is reminding us that no matter what the energies actually say in front of us, what will always basically overpower that is divine alignment and timing. Okay, so this is very powerful for you guys this year. A lot of you, I think actually most of you, like they gave me the number 95%. So for a good amount of you, there is going to be something shifting within your divine alignment this year. And some of you, it is going to happen within the first quarter of the year. So something powerful is going to be shifting that basically is aligning with your destiny or your whatever potential destiny, however it works. And what's going to be happening is this strengthening of a union. So I guess to put that in a different way, you guys in group 1 are meant to have a very powerful soul connection. This is just part of your potential destiny. That's you guys. There is meant to be somebody in your life right there. Whether it is love or whatever else, like again, whatever resonates for you, but most of you, of course, it could be romantic. So this is what it's meant to be. This year, what you're seeing is a strengthening of yourself, a shifting, I guess, of your foundation so that everything is coming into alignment, and it will come into alignment, I believe, this year for many of you. Okay, so what else do we need to know, please? Yeah, this, for whatever reason, this year is meant to be very powerful within your soul, within your what's the word? Just basically within the I don't have the word right now, but this year is meant to be very powerful. Even if you looked at your astrology and your birth chart or whatever, that you could probably see that that's true. I'm not really into any of that, but like I don't know how to do that. We have here the Six of Pentacles. It also could be something having to do with karma, something that was off balance that is again like fixing itself. What else do we need to know about their love or whatever connection this is? Four of Wands, Spirit, anything else? Any final messages about this area of their life in 2024? Okay, so we have this card back again. So you guys are going to be really, at some point, very relaxed about the whole thing. Again, you're surrendering. You're not asking questions. You're not doubting. You're not having any fears or expectations. You're just completely surrendered, going with the flow. And for that very reason, everything is going to fall into place exactly as it was meant to. Oh, wait. Just want to take... Okay. So the final conclusion is that there's going to be movement. If you were waiting for something to happen, it's going to happen, okay? It might take a little bit of its sweet time this year, but some of you, you're going to see the actual shifts within the energy right away, especially the first quarter of the year. But then later into the year, and honestly, it does kind of look like it's past the midpoint of the year for this card. Again, we're seeing physical 3D movement towards this type of union energy, a strengthening of the two hearts, the two souls. That's what I'm seeing here. It's a little quiet for some reason. I don't know. Like your person is a bit quiet, whoever that is. So we have the High Priestess. We have the Nine of Swords. I do think that the biggest challenge for you guys, or even the person you're connected to, is going to be overcoming these deep fears within the soul and the subconscious. That's what this is together. Provided that you can overcome that and this person can overcome that, I do see a strong union in terms of like two magnets coming together. The two magnets come together if there are no blockages or obstructions in the way. This would be an example of a blockage or an obstruction, but if that is cleared, this is going to happen this year, I feel very much. Yeah, okay. And then we have that same exact card from before, okay, the one with the Lego pieces. This is the Seven of Pentacles. So Spirit is giving you a little bit of an open-ended here, and they're saying, okay, you're going to hate this, but they actually said with this card, wait and see. But remember, the key here is to be in your energy of fulfillment and power and brightness, and you are going to see a fulfillment of the divine alignment, the destiny, everything. So what they're even telling you is like the timing doesn't matter. They're trying to emphasize that, even though that's obviously the sort of like a big point of this reading. But again, we are going to be seeing movement, so we can always do another check-in. I don't really do love readings that often, but I can certainly do something later down the line. Okay, so that's what I'm seeing for you guys is love/connections area. Any final messages, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, they had to wait till the very end. That's really kind of cute. So whoever this is that you're dealing with was in the background before, not in the shadows, more like in the shade, actually. They were waiting to come out, and here they are. Very meek, very kind of shy and low-spoken at first. I don't know if what the reason is for that. Maybe something occurred already. Maybe they just kind of took their time to come towards you. They needed to build up some kind of strength, is what I'm seeing. But eventually, when the time is right, like I said, they will come towards you, and this will be a very beautiful, soft, loving union. Like I'm feeling that soft energy where it's feels like a hug. It just feels very compassionate, loving, unconditional love. There's no negativity sparks. Like I just see this warmth. Okay, so this is great. This is great news. So that's kind of to be continued, but this, again, it's matching with your other category. Feels good, feels powerful. So the final thing we're going to look into is career / anything related to this area for you guys, such as your finances, prosperity. Spirit, can you tell us about this area? Spirit, please, for 2024, what energies are coming towards them in career, finances, anything related to this? This is going to closely relate to your confidence and your sense of personal power. So try to stand in your power. Know your worth, okay? That's true for love as well, but, with career and prosperity, I feel like it's closely connected to that. So that's probably why they said know your worth right here. So we do have opportunities. 7 of Cups, 8 of Swords, Knight of Cups. So there are opportunities that wish to come through, but there is a bit of this restriction here. I will find out why. This could be representing something that has already happened. The good news is that this energy is opening up and there will be movement. So you won't be, if you're feeling stuck, you won't be stuck for long. Spirit, moving forward, energy is coming towards them. They said here that something did not pan out because it actually wasn't good enough for you. There, there's a better opportunity, a much bigger opportunity. This, they called this the lesser. Like, so basically it wouldn't have given you the prosperity or the abundance that you so deserve. That's what they said with this. So that's why something seems to have been blocked. It was not a big opportunity. It probably was just like something that you came across, but if it doesn't pan out, like if that has not occurred yet, just know that that was the reason. There's going to be clarity and a sign or some messages from especially your higher self or guides as you move forward, especially within maybe, let's say, February or so. Something can come through that will remind you of your worth, your brightness, the energy that you wish to create in your life, and it's going to empower you greatly towards something. Let me see. And this is going to be something that you really did not expect at all. This is something that's really hidden. This did come out reverse. I don't really read reverse cards, but I'm not going to ignore that it really was reversed. So basically, what I'm seeing here is a hidden opportunity that was perhaps like, maybe it was stuck for a while. And again, I do think it was relating to your sense of self-confidence and worthiness. If you had struggled with that for a while, you saw in the first section that that's not going to be a problem for you anymore. This year is going to be different for you. So that's why this had taken some time. So whether this is a dream that you had, for example, your own business or working in a particular area or in a particular, I don't know, like context, position, something like that, it's going to make a lot more sense. Let's see. Spirit, what do we need to know for their career aspect 2024? So we have strength, we have the Six of Wands, and then we have the Knight of Wands. So you are going to have some type of very obvious success for yourself this year. And again, I feel that it's partly your choice, partly your potential destiny. It's not really specifying exactly what this is, but it's going to give you a sense of passion and forward direction, forward movement. It's going to connect to one of your talents that you have that I'm thinking in the past you may not have really believed it, or you may not have really acknowledged it within yourself, but you are very talented in a particular area. And now this year for you is really wanting to push you into that spotlight and say, hey, you have the knack for this. So try not to go back into the shadows and say like, oh, no, I'm not that person, but you are. Okay. So that is what they're showing you here. Can you tell us any more advice or any other energies coming towards them in career or any related area, please? So we have the Three of Cups and then we have the King of Wands. Yeah, I mean, it does look like there is a bit of a social component to things, whether this is working with customers or clients, social media, something like that. And then with the King of Wands, I'm seeing an opportunity growing for you to be able to be your own leader, boss, entrepreneur, something like that. It's not going to happen fully at first because I think that you and your energy, you're building up to that. Even though you already have the capabilities for that, I think something has to align within you, especially your perspective, or it could be the situation as well. Anything else we need to know for their career area this year? Yeah, they did say a wish is coming true. This is a divine kind of wish. This is a wish that is of the soul, very deep. It's not just some kind of casual, like, oh, I want this thing to happen. This is very deep. This has to do with aligning of your soul, something that really makes your genuine soul happy and your soul's truth. So I have done videos for that. What does your soul need to be happy, or what does your soul want to tell you? I'll link that below in case you have not seen those. You are going to be receiving some type of a gift from the universe specifically. And then you have here the Queen of Wands. So I think that that's it. This is how everything is locking into place. You have your inner yin yang, the masculine and feminine, with the King of Wands, the Queen of Wands. Truly, what is happening here is, again, you completely rising in your power, where it's not about necessarily the word confidence. It's more of just being sure of yourself. You know, it's being certain. It's being just acknowledging your truth. And yes, you can have a lot of self-encouraging talk, right? That's always a good thing. It's not like, it's not too much, it's not imbalanced. It's just really something where you're your own cheerleader and your own support system. And that is what is shifting here. And so, as you can see, in terms of the outer world outcomes, there is so much potential. I do see a lot of success. I do see a lot of passion. They didn't really give me pentacle cards in that particular way, but that's because this is not quite set in stone in terms of the outcomes could be really big if that's what you're looking for. However, I think that the main message here that we're seeing, it has more to do with your sense of self-perception, how you view yourself, and how you would like to take that energy. So you're still actively manifesting this, okay? But yeah, the potential is extremely strong, and we are seeing a lot of success, as I said. So Spirit, do you have any final message for group number 1, Howlite, in their 2024? Anything at all? Happiness, okay? Again, that same card from before. So it's going to be a good year for you. I think the potential is there. They said something about follow the stars. Really go with your guidance. Try to connect to the universe, your guides, your higher self, anything spiritual, especially through connecting with nature, maybe prayer, meditation, anything that makes you feel connected. Or maybe even cards, okay? So that is what I'm seeing for you guys. Amazing energy this year. I'm really happy to see this, okay? I hope that this was helpful. This is a general reading. If you'd like a personal reading, I've linked it below. And I've also linked what I mentioned in the description. My friend Michael is going to be doing Reiki, distance Reiki. If you guys want a discount code, that's below as well. Okay, so thank you once again. Happy New Year. I love you all, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 2, which is Blue Apatite. So we're going to be looking into the 3 categories: self, love, and career, or any related areas depending on your situation. Spirit, this reading is for group 2, please. Blue Apatite. Thank you, thank you. So this is just a first category. I'll be using the Child Tarot, my handmade deck, and then I'll be switching to the Rider Tarot after. Spirit, in the area of just self, how they're going to be doing generally this year, what energies are coming towards them, or any advice as well. Thank you. Our group 2, Blue Apatite. What do we need to know, Spirit? Thank you. Okay, so the Fool card, or the game, is the only one that landed face up. And from this, even though I have no idea what these are yet, from this card I am seeing a lot more playfulness, and I am seeing a lot more spontaneity. So I think that this year is going to feel like an adventure, not necessarily only going places, traveling, going to new realms and stuff. I think that this is just generally, there's going to be a lot more opportunities for you guys this year to explore, and I do think that you're going to take them. They gave me the number 7 for some reason. I don't know why. But I think it was also, they were kind of saying 7 out of 10. for example, if in the past you had 10 opportunities and you only took one of them or zero of them, they're saying now it's going to be way higher. You're going to be doing way more things. If a person invites you to something that seems intimidating, you've never done it before, you're going to be like, you know what, I am going to try that. Or whatever the case is. This could be in the physical realm. It could also be mentally. If there's something you'd like to learn about, if there's something even psychically that kind of scared you before, you're not going to be afraid of this anymore. So this is going to be a year for you of a lot of facing fears, or even for some of you, they said fearlessness. So that's a big one. It's huge. There's just, yeah, for me, I just feel like it's openness and even taking risks. You know, it's good to take risks at times. Just make sure that you're following your inner guidance so that it's obviously a good outcome for you, because we never really know for sure. Just follow your guidance. You have your guides here. You are supported by the universe. So that is the first message, and really a beautiful one. Okay. So we have here the Six of Swords, or cicadas. We have your Ace of Summertime, which is the Ace of Wands. And then we have the Teacher, which is the Hierophant. Okay. So you have one card that represents new beginnings with the Fool. You have another one here with the Ace. So the fact that we have this Six of Swords first, you can see that you're transitioning. You can see that you're moving on, that you're sailing towards smoother waters. And I think you've definitely already knew this. Like you already knew this for a long time, that you wanted to move on and transition forward and just have better, smoother sailing, right? Which means that you're becoming more skillful. I don't even know if it's the waters are calming down. I think that a lot of it is actually that you're learning to navigate the waters more smoothly and, again, really skillfully. You guys have really upped your game in so many ways in terms of that navigation. So it's really cool. So you're moving towards this passion. So I see the little fire here, right? This Ace of Summertime. Of course, the imagery is playful, you know, that's sort of the premise of my deck here. But with that little fire, there is this spark of some kind of intense passion, or I guess it is definitely creativity and a sense of ideas. But there's something that is going to be growing for you within you this year that is going to continue. It's not going to stop. Whatever this is, this fire, this flame within you is not going to stop. You're going to have a lot of I think there's going to be a lot of logic and analytical thinking for you as well as you follow this passion. So if you happen to have that sense of logic within you, it's actually like, you know, if it's something that you're good at, this is actually going to really be helpful to boost whatever this passion is. And I'm hoping we'll see that in the other areas of your life as well, to figure out what this could be. And then here with the Teacher card, or the Hierophant card, I don't know if you can see it, but the alarm clock says 444. So I think, and you have like the spirit guide here, you have the key here on the teddy bear. This is a card where I think I said already here that you are connected and supported by the universe and your guides. They're confirming that here, that there's something really powerful and something much deeper spiritually that is trying to come to the surface this year within you. There is going to be this huge sign that's coming towards you this year, and this always reminds me of something that happened to me many years ago, where it's one of those moments where we're in complete shock. I remember when this particular sign came to me, I was in complete shock, and I was like, you got to be kidding me. And it was freaky. You know, that is the essence of magic, I think. And this is going to happen for you this year. I don't know when. Everyone is going to be different. But the point of this message is to show you just how much you are connecting to the universe, to your spiritual path, to your truth. It's going to be just very intense. So try to be as connected as you possibly can, and everything will fall into place. Just let them do their thing. Your guides, the universe, divine, let them do their thing, and they will absolutely put you in the right path, okay? Can we have any final messages for the area of self? Anything else we need to know about how they'll be doing this year? 2024, Group 2, Blue Apatite. They said something about writing. I know I talk about writing a lot, but for you guys, I am seeing you write in a notebook or a journal, something to really document something or to keep progress of something or to just channel. So that's going to be really important. If you happen to have a new notebook or journal or planner, they're asking you to utilize that every single day if you can, or like, you know, frequently, not every day if you can't. If you do not have one, they're asking you to get one because it's actually going to be really helpful for you. And you're going to be happy that you kept this sort of document or record of whatever it is you're working on. We have here the loner, the hermit, and then we have here the six of imagination or cups. What's going on here? You're alone here in the hermit card, and then you're directly talking to somebody. But this is the area of self, so I'm wondering who you're talking to. That's a little confusing. Spirit, can you explain to us what is going on in the Six of Cups or the Six of Imagination? Maybe it's like a past version. Oh, what? Amazing. Okay. Okay, let me see. So even though we're looking at the area of self, they kind of hinted at something having to do with like a powerful soul connection. So if it's not a romantic connection, this could be a spirit guide. This could be someone who is like soul family to you. It could be even a deeper part of yourself. Just know that this year is going to have this, again, like this powerful psychic, spiritual information coming towards you, and it's going to feel right. There is this feeling of something completely locking into place. There's going to be a lot of direction. There's like instruction almost, where they're going to say, hey, do this and it's going to work out for you. Great. And you're like, okay, I believe you. And you do it. So it's going to be very clear. And regardless of what these two are, like I said, the benefit is happening within. So this is you. Again, I see the journal. That's funny that they literally gave you a journal there. Okay. So through your own self-reflecting and solitude, you're going to be receiving so many answers, divine guidance, clarity. It's going to be great for you. If you can, take some nature walks just by yourself or do some meditating by yourself if you're able to do that. And it's going to be a really surreal experience. It's just like something is clicking through here. I think that's all they have to say, but is there any final card, anything else coming towards them in this area? The Master of Cicadas, this is the King of Swords. You're going to be really learning how to play your instrument, to sing your song, to speak your truth, and people will listen to you. There is going to be this increase of psychic ability from especially the throat chakra or wherever you sort of channel your truth from. And I am seeing people really like they're very carefully listening to you. So this means that you're channeling information straight from the divine, whether you're doing this through just talking to people in a normal setting, or you might be doing it through social media or through song, instrument, like literally, or through writing. Whatever the case is, you're transmitting and channeling messages, and people are really listening to you. So that's really interesting. Okay, so that's what we're seeing for self. Looking really good. I have to say quite mysterious. This is very mysterious in a sense where it's some magical thing is going to happen for you guys. Please let me know if you get that crazy intense sign, because it's always fun to talk about. But yeah, I'm seeing you having a lot of fun with your guides this year too, like really connecting with them, and they're kind of like playfully showing you signs too, like whether it's repeating numbers or symbolism and dreams. Like there could be so much here that they're doing, and it's a really nice playful collaboration this year. So next we're going to take a look into love. Let's see. So for an area like love, obviously in a collective reading, everyone has a different situation. So it's love / connections, friendships, anything that resonates for you personally. Let's take a look at what that's going to look like. Okay. Spirit, for group number 2, blue apatite, what energies are coming towards them in this area? Love, connection, anything relevant to their situation. Spirit, what can we know? Thank you. What's coming towards them? Oh, jeez. Okay, that matches the shuffle. This is an interesting mix of energy, and I would say that with an energy like this, I would say that most of you have been dealing with something that was confusing, restricting, or sad, you know, for a while now. So I wonder, just in your 2024, there could certainly be new energies coming towards you, especially if you're ready for it, you're releasing, you're manifesting it. But I think a lot of you, there could have been already this situation that was difficult for you and very confusing. The first thing that we're seeing with the Page of Swords is some kind of either clarity. It could be answers. I don't really feel like it's communication necessarily, but I feel like there is some kind of clarity trying to come through with regard to this sadness energy, whether it's like missing somebody or feeling just like a general sorrow. With the Eight of Swords, we are seeing restriction where something didn't or couldn't pan out. It's just, what is the answer here? Something is left open-ended and we don't really know what's going on there. With the Wheel of Fortune, we are seeing a confirmation that this is happening for a very good reason, as all things do. There's still probably some lessons to still learn, and I will try to get more information for you for that. And with the Emperor card, I'm kind of wondering if someone here in the situation is still trying to control something, you know, and what's needed here is actually surrender, because someone here is holding up a lot of burdens and trying to control for things and contain a situation. But realistically, what's needed here is a complete release and let go so that all these wands can fall down. Group 1 actually got a message about that with the Hanged Man, where they just let everything go and they're just like, I trust the universe. And I think that attitude or that energy is actually what this is talking about with the Wheel of Fortune, just to really trust within the universe. The reason why something hasn't panned out in this area is, again, something is still needing to be aligned, whether it's learning a lesson, completing a karmic cycle, or just trusting and having faith within the whole grand scheme of things. Spirit, what else is coming towards them in 2024 in this area? So, let's see here. We have the King of Pentacles, the Queen of Swords, and the Temperance card. Yeah, I mean, it's kind of the same energy. I feel like you could be dealing with someone that you guys are not really on the same page. You're coming through as two completely different energies. I think that the basic solution to this, in order for this to fade away and for something new to come in, is to have some type of just healing energy balance. In some cases, this could even be like reconciliation or forgiveness, where you're forgiving the energy itself and you're allowing that to just be released. If there is some conversation that still needs to be had, because I see these people are almost, I don't know, like if they're ignoring each other, but they're just not facing one another at all. And I don't know if that was by accident or if someone just stopped talking. I'm not sure. But the energy is still here. It's still open. So we do need closure. So whatever way that you guys need to have that closure is advised. So whether you feel you need to say something, whether it's just more internal and you want to do releasing and letting go and forgiving, this is really going to be up to you. Definitely ask your guides personally. If you meditate or just put it out there, just ask them and see what is advised. But this is still present, and again, we can look into what new things are coming, but in order for that to happen, there does need to be a significant release and letting go. Okay, Spirit, what else do they need to know of what's coming towards them after this point, 2024, in this area, love or connection? I might need to get a new deck. I mean, it's right here. We have the Four of Wands, and that is the only card they want me to draw for just this part. So as you can see for yourself, there is this balance. There is love, there is connection, there is trust. It's a little hard for me to say with this card. There's so many different situations here. So whether this means that there is going to be with someone from the past that you do know you wish to be with, or this is completely someone new, but it's a little faint. This energy could be indicating for the future, right? Whatever the case is, I feel that this is the outcome for you guys, that there will be safety, security, connection. This is what you're meant to have. In all ways, but it's just hard to say how, like, what this actually is in the end. So the key to remember is that you don't have to worry about the outcome. You don't have to worry about the how. You just have to be, present and to follow your inner guidance as best as you can. Follow the own truth of your soul, and you will get to this point. So what else do we need to know about what 3D energies are coming towards them in love or this area? Oh wait, I needed to get a new deck, didn't I? Which one do you guys want? I don't know. Let's just keep going. And I thought it was the last. Yeah, so this is the only thing they wanted to say about that section, but let's see if there's anything new. Yeah, I mean, they said it again, that there is a bit of this obstacle because of the past energy. Definitely filtering in through from the 2023, or just generally speaking, because the past affects us a lot if we don't release it. So yeah, they said the same thing. There is a future opportunity for something completely new, something completely prosperous. But that, yeah, for you guys, like they did say, the big message here is about completing a cycle and learning a particular lesson, or aligning with that particular energy. So Spirit, if they do that, if that is the case, is something coming towards them new in this year, 2024, in this area? What do they need to know about that potential? Yeah, the tower is being shaken up here. And many of you may need to make a decision that is a bit scary. It's not new though. I mean, you're kind of used to this. And I do think that, yeah, like I said, I do think that there is something that is challenging for you in terms of making some sort of a decision, maybe standing up for yourself, maybe really shining in your strength this year, that this was meant to happen for you to come into full power of your soul, and it's connected to this area of your life. So I know it's not fun to ever see a tower card, but yeah, this was definitely meant to happen so that some new beginning could come through. Okay, so can we know a little bit more about this Fool card? This is freedom, by the way. So you're meant to have freedom this year, but you do have to face that difficult thing, whether it's a decision or a frame of mind, something you needed to change your perspective on, change your mind about. Okay, yeah, I mean, it's here again. That Four of Wands is meant to be yours. This is whatever is the situation that you've always wanted, that you've dreamt about, with a divine counterpart or a connection of any kind. This is still following you. This is part of your destiny, essentially, because it's here, it's following you. But again, the same message applies. We have the same card again, that there are these burdens or something heavy that someone is carrying, and we need to release this. So I did talk about my energy healing video I just put out. I'll link it below, where I'm just talking about doing energy work. so that you guys can maybe use those techniques to help to release. You can watch that if you feel like it'll be helpful. But this is all they're saying, group 2. I know for some of you it might sound a little disappointing because you're like, I want something new, but that is their point. They're asking you to address this energy and that this will have space to come through. Right now, it's a bit kind of, cluttered, and the potential is still out there. Later into the year, I can certainly do more love readings if you guys want that, so that we can figure out, what else is coming and give it a little bit of time. Spirit, for group number 2 in career now. What energies are coming towards them in career or related areas? So anything of this, it could be career, prosperity, abundance of any kind. Spirit, what energies are coming towards them, please? Thank you. For group 2, blue apatite. I love this. Absolutely beautiful. We have the Ace of Pentacles. I mean, this is like, to me, the ideal card to have in a reading like this, and the fact that it's the first card is amazing. You saw how strong the shuffle was, right? So something is coming in strong. This is opportunity for you. It could happen right away. I'm posting this January 1st, 2024. So if you guys want, you immediately could move towards this energy. If you've been wanting a new career path, if you've been wanting a new job, if you've been wanting more strength within your prosperity and your home in general, this can start right away. So again, you may need to be aware of energy in your life and kind of work with the energy and everything like that. And it will absolutely work to your benefit. The reason I phrased it like that is because, being that the future is not set in stone, a lot of it is dependent on the energy we put out there. So if you guys are in your prosperous energy, you're having positive thoughts, you're open to receiving blessings, it's going to work for you. Now, the opposite is if you are feeling negative for whatever reason, if you are feeling fearful, of course, that's a big one too. If you're not feeling worthy of receiving, then this may not land in your hand. You might miss an opportunity. So just be aware. Okay, so just be aware. And again, check out that video I did. It could be very helpful to you guys about working with energy. Spirit, what do we need to know about this potential? Wow. Another ace, and this is a powerful one. A lot of the energy is focused on passion. So didn't you guys get that? I kind of got lost in the energy here, but yeah, Ace of Wands, something big, something passionate, something completely different. I think that in this area of your life, the career / prosperity, there is complete new growth happening, or can happen. If you've always wanted to go off into this particular direction in your life, now is the perfect time. So go try to, open that business or start that social media page or write that book or whatever it is. And it is connecting to your pentacles. You are being fully encouraged to do this now. And please don't get discouraged if it doesn't happen right away. Just know that everything happens in small steps. And if we accept this, we're working with the flow of life. Just working with small habits, small steps of the process, enjoying the journey, and doing it for the sake of happiness and passion versus just the outcome and destination. Oh my goodness, seriously, this is awesome. We have the 10 of Cups. You're going to have a wonderful outcome. This is like a happy ending card sort of a thing. We have the rainbow in the sky, which to me, I think of blessings. So you're going to be fulfilled. So if this is a completely new venture, again, of course, this takes time, but I'm still seeing a fulfilling kind of success coming through the whole way, okay? So whatever this is for you, I'm really excited to know what this is. I feel like this is a dream of yours, obviously a passion of yours. I have no idea what it is, but you can feel free to let me know. Again, you're being encouraged to do this, and if you do it with that particular energy flow, it's going to be great. What else do we need to know? Anything else coming through? Any advice or guidance? So with the Two of Pentacles, I feel like that's all they really have to say about this. This is all about decisions. And I drew an extra card because I wanted to know more about what that decision needed to be. So it's pretty simple. You may have to think about, what do I need to walk away from in order to have that new energy in my life? So with two aces, this is a powerful new beginning. We need all the energy that we can we need all the energy we can get with something like that. So that could require whether you're walking away from something, closing out a previous chapter. Even for some of you, it could be physical relocating. So keep that in mind. That's obviously just if that resonates with your situation. Two of Pentacles, you will make the decision that is right for yourself, that is best for yourself. I see you, no matter what, making that decision. So some of you, it could be like a very minor thing, but obviously a good portion of you, it's going to be like a much bigger decision. So just know, again, with I believe you had the Fool card as your first card. This would be for a lot of you taking a risk. But like I said, if you're connected, if you're working with yourself, your guides, your higher self, whatever, it's going to work for you because you're supported. Okay. Can we have any final messages for career or any related area? So this is just advice, I think. So with the Five of Swords and the Temperance card, and I did have a feeling they would say this as I was looking at these two cards. They said if certain little things are not panning out and kind of just feeling like, oh man, is this not what I'm supposed to do? That is actually going to fade very quickly. So again, if your passion is there, if your happiness and positive energy, you're connecting to your soul, if that energy is there, just know that you can trust this process. The little things are really, at the end of the day, they're not relevant to the whole bigger picture. So that means it's going to be temporary. If there's conflicts, if there's little headaches, just know that if you're focused on just that energy of this passion and happiness, this is ultimately going to work out and balance no matter what it looks like in the moment. Can we please have a final message, please, for group number 2? Blue Apatite, their 2024 final advice, message, or guidance, Spirit. Thank you. The King of Swords. They said with this card something like, know what you want, or there's a power to this card. There's truth and there's clarity and there's communication. And if you don't feel like you're able to do that yet, just work towards it in small steps. Don't be afraid to speak your truth. Don't be afraid to use your voice or to just to really channel your own inner clarity. So take time to clear your energy. Take time to clear your thoughts. On the note of clearing your energy, if you have not yet done something to cleanse of last year, this would be great to do that. Whether it's just through sage, a walk in nature, meditation, anything you're able to do, salt baths, anything at all that you can do, that's perfect, okay? So that's your final message. This was a lot. I kind of got definitely lost in the energy, but group 2, I hope that this was helpful. Remember, it's a general reading, and if you'd like a personal reading, I've linked that below. But yeah, if you guys found this helpful, feel free to subscribe. That I really appreciate any thumbs up or any if you subscribe, that really helps me out a lot. So thank you guys so much. Sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose the prosperity bracelet. So we're going to start off with the area of self, just how you're doing overall in this year, and then we'll move on to love/connections and then career. Spirit, this reading is for group number 3, please. Our prosperity bracelet group, please, and thank you, Spirit. I'm starting off with my deck, the Child Tarot, and then I'll move on to the Rider Tarot. Spirit, for 2024, what energies are coming towards group 3 in the area of self? How are they going to be doing this year? think group one got this. I don't know if it was their first card, but they did get this card. Now, for you guys, I actually felt something very specific when I was looking at your bracelet. It felt like you were seeking a sense of security and finding it, especially within yourself, especially spiritually. It really reminded me of hugging a teddy bear. Okay, so you were hugging a teddy bear and receiving this type of love and divine love. Now, with the hanging around card, which is the hanged man, actually, this is a different energy than when I saw it earlier in this, in the other group. Here, I do feel like it is a sense of, it did feel like a child energy where a child is just sort of hanging there and almost kind of bored, but like here it did feel very playful where you're inviting things to come towards you. Because so you're hanging there and you're just like, I want stuff to come towards me. And I feel like this is going to be a year where you're inviting a lot of energies towards you. And it reaches you very quickly. Spirit, what energies are coming towards them in this area, please? Yeah, there it is. These are the opportunities. This is the Seven of Imagination or Cups. There's going to be so many different things to choose from, so many different opportunities that will come towards you, big and small. So begin to look out for those. If you want those, be open to it. And that's all you have to do is just be open to it. So the kitty card is strength. I do feel, remember I talked about the teddy bear, so here it feels like, for some reason, it feels like that is, I feel like this is going to be a big theme for you guys. Something having to do with seeking comfort and security and receiving it from even a mysterious place at first. Spirit, what energies are coming towards them in self? Yeah. Yeah, okay. So all the groups so far got this message of really connecting to their spirit guides and their divine path, and that's what I'm seeing here. You're the first one to get the wheel, in this section. This is the pinwheel, the Wheel of Fortune. So you can see that there is a message for you there. There's like a note. We cannot read it, but it's mysterious, but there it is. I feel like I'm feeling again a very specific feeling for you guys. I don't know if this was true for you, but it kind of feels like a child who has no one to play with. It's like a very specific feeling, but it's almost as though the universe itself is the best friend of this child. That's what I'm feeling. So I think that for you guys, you're going to be really closely connecting to everything, the forces, the nature, your guides. And I think other groups got that message, but this is very strong for you guys. You're going to be noticing powerful patterns of the universe. I was drawn to the spider web here, and you're going to be, it's almost like you're going to be understanding the inner workings of everything, and that's very profound. Same kind of thing here, and I talked about the teddy bear, and you actually got it. That's kind of nuts. So you have the teacher. This is the Hierophant card. So I just want to say, if we're in a bad mood, this type of energy can feel very isolating and like, oh, I don't have anybody, and it just feels very sad. But realistically, you have everyone here. They're all here, but it's almost like if you cannot see them physically, it's easy to think that you're alone, but you're going to be more connected and more supported than you ever were before. And the reason for all of this is to get to this point of the key. Something is unlocking for you. The key is around the neck here. Something is unlocking for you, and you're learning some special, I think, like intricate skill this year with regard to your spiritual path, your psychic ability. It's very mysterious. And here are the fireflies. This is the star card. You can see that all of these little lanterns almost, they're guiding you. And then you have the songbird and the tree there. I don't know if you guys are typically loners, if you just are maybe introverted, light workers, star seeds, empaths. Like, you guys are very special in that way. I didn't see that message before, where like you might feel like you're literally from another planet, like you don't belong on Earth, or you just feel a little odd, like maybe you don't feel completely at home. And maybe you do feel alone a lot of the times in that particular way. But that is partly the reason. I think that what you're going to be inviting here, amongst other things, with your guides and spiritual friends, if you will. Another thing that could be really happening here is you moving towards inviting in your soul family in the 3D. So if you feel that you've had a lot of solitude and, there's like that loneliness, I actually think that this is going to be shifting for you, which we will see in the next category. But what we're going to be seeing for you guys, there is a depth to this learning. You've been put through some of these experiences for the reasons of some specific learning. Let's look at what that is. Can you tell us about the violin on the teacher card, please? It's almost like a scientific, investigative, analytical energy that I'm getting from that. Oh, boy. The trauma. Okay, so this is the Tower card. Yes. I think that this was a particular skill or lesson or frame of mind that you learned probably from a very early age, especially if you did experience literally some type of trauma. And you can see the lightning bolt is directly striking the mind. And there's that little seed that is planted at probably an early age. But they, I think what I'm getting from this entire spread, first of all, I'm still getting that inner child energy. It's very strong for you guys. I know that this is the child tarot. Like, obviously, this is kind of centered on that. But the energy is very powerful. It's telling me about a very unique child aura, right? So whether this was literally you in your childhood, a very unique child who spends a lot of time by themselves, who is seeking some greater explanation and ultimately purpose in the world. And I think that this path is really going to flourish for you this year, because you're opening doors, you're receiving the keys, you are making sense of everything in a different way than before. And I'm seeing this seed grow into a beautiful tree. Yeah, wow. Okay. Anything else about their 2024 in the area of self? Yeah. Oh my God. That freaked me out. I said it's growing into a beautiful tree. That was freaky. Oh my God. Okay, so this is the King of Pentacles, Master of Polynoses. So you're taking all of this energy into a very beautiful space, and now you are not alone. Look at how many little animals there are in the tree and over here, and you're connected to the earth. You're happy, you're secure, you're grounded and rooted, and there's all of this beautiful warm sunlight coming through. So this is the overall conclusion. Okay, you're going to have more connection. You're going to be inviting in a lot. There's going to be a lot of curiosity and further investigation. I think this is how you guys just are, but it's all going to make much more sense. If you happen to like things, one of the other groups got something about writing, but for you guys, there's something specific here with writing where it's almost like you're piecing something together through writing. So whether you're talking about memoirs or your own philosophies or like your own questions, it's again, like it feels almost scientific for some reason. Like maybe you're thinking about really unique topics, like you're talking about the universe, you're talking about past lives, you're really trying to figure something out, and you definitely figure it out. So this year is going to be really wild. Like, it's very much in the mind. It's a strong mind, strong soul, and I just think that this is really a year for that journey for you. Wow. Okay. Kind of confused me. I hope I didn't confuse you guys. But I just think that, you're going to be seeking something and you're going to find it, or you're going to at least further that those answers for yourself. Now, in terms of the next section, we're going to look into love/connections, anything relevant to your situation. Spirit, for group number 3. What energies are coming towards them, please, in love/connections? Spirit, for their 2024, what do we need to know? Thank you. Whoop, okay. I am not surprised to see these cards because I did mention something about seeking and feeling that loneliness. Now, real quick, these two fives, Five of Wands, Five of Pentacles, this is nothing more than our own energies or insecurities being reflected back on us. I definitely understand that feeling, like of, you know, just that seeking and that loneliness and like, where are my planet people? Like, where are they? I'm here alone on Earth. It feels like that, right? This energy is not actually your circumstances, but this only happens when, let's say, you slip into the shadowy thoughts and you start to feel that inner conflict and inner loneliness, and you might even feel abandoned, but this is not the truth. So please do not get sucked into this energy, okay? Remember that, yeah, I mean, it might feel lonely on the path sometimes, but that is actually not the reality. Like, we are supported. We are not alone. Spirit, can you tell us what in the 3D is coming towards them in the area of love and connection? Okay. So we have the Two of Swords, the Eight of Swords, the Queen of Wands. This, we have double blindfolds here. So I feel that there is going to be some hurdle to overcome this year with really opening up some type of either fear, or it could be a blockage. There could be some fear of letting someone into your heart space, whether that's because of past betrayals or you know, just anything like that where you were left in the cold, okay? So that could be something big you're meant to overcome this year. And then once that happens and you can release yourself from this, you should be seeing a huge flow where you're thriving. So let's see what that looks like. Spirit, what do we need to know? What's coming towards them in love and connection this year? I do feel many of you are going to find your soul family and your soul siblings, or whatever, like whatever term you want to use. It's right here. This is actually amazing what just happened. Look at the progression. Look at the like, this is the card for joy and groups and socialization and friends, and this is the group for family and stability, legacy. I'm actually kind of shocked like at how perfect this was, how this happened. You guys know me by now that I don't just give predictions and say, like, this is what's going to happen and that's it. Well, because energy is not set in stone. We have to work with it, right? And you do work with it. Look at what happens here. So I think that this year, provided that you can release the swords and really trust, you know, and have that loving energy, you are going to attract your soul family or friends or whatever. So this is, they told me the number 7 for this. I also got that earlier too with the number 7. So I'm not sure about the timing because it's fully dependent on what happens here. So try not to worry about when this is coming through. Just focus more on that you can trust that it is. And also, probably with the Queen of Wands, just really coming into a positive energy with just by yourself. They want you to know with this Queen of Wands, they want you to step into your own light, to not be afraid to step into your own light. You might need to forgive yourself for something. You might need to reconcile with yourself as your own best friend, because I'm feeling something here where the Queen of Wands is feeling very unsure, maybe, and feeling very not loved. So if you can give yourself that energy, you're actually going to be stepping into a huge bright light, which will then lead to this. So there will be, over here with these cards, there will be opportunities to be social, to meet new people, or to even reconnect with old friends or something like that. There's going to be a sense of family and security, and it's going to make sense to you. I think you guys have heard my stories where I felt like this for a very long time, just like super alone on Earth, and I'm like, where's my people? Like, right? And then so eventually it aligned where I started to attract this energy. And although I still am a hermit, I feel like I'm still completely supported. You know, you guys are obviously part of my soul family. We all attract one another, and that is what I am seeing is happening here. So what else do we need to know for this? Moving forward, energy is coming towards them in this area. So this is a very specific message. It may not be for everyone, but if there was some kind of energy where there was like a conflict for you with another person, maybe a fight, maybe you felt betrayed, something here is going to be healed for that. If that's not relevant, if that didn't happen, what you're doing is you're forgiving that energy itself and you're just like pushing forward. So that's just for some of you. Spirit, any final messages about what's coming towards them in 2024 in love and connection? Page of Cups and the Ten of Swords. Again, we have this idea of the ending of a particular cycle. So the Page of Cups is coming out of their cave or something. There was this fear to come out into the sunlight and play and say, hey, let's play. Like, it's kind of like a little child coming through and just having that offering. There was fear before, but like I said, I am seeing you come out of that. Okay, especially potentially coming out of that. Page of Cups is representing you offering that loving energy to the world and also the world offering it to you. So we're just seeing the same things. These two cards can represent any number of, whether it's social gatherings or even distant connections, wherever you are open to this, it will work for you. So you're being encouraged to try to do new things, meet new people, talk to new people. But even if you don't do that in the physical realm, just having that energy actually should stir up a lot of positive opportunities for you. Okay, so let's see what else. So the final category is career. Or if you're not working, it could still be / prosperity, stuff like any related areas. Spirit, for group number 3, what energies are coming towards them in career or prosperity? Spirit, moving forward into this year, 2024, what energies are coming towards them in this area, career / prosperity? Thank you. So we see the Eight of Swords again. Okay, so we have the Emperor, the Five of Cups, the Four of Wands, and then the Eight of Swords. The overall message I'm seeing in the categories for you guys is, yeah, there could be this general theme for you in 2024 having to do with freeing yourself from fears and insecurities. I know that's very hard to do. Okay, so again, I forget if I said this because this is like a long video, but I'm going to be linking below the video I put out, how to work with energy, how to do energy healing. So you guys can do some visualization to help with this, but you have to be really ready to free yourself and to release yourself. If it is the case where you didn't have support and safety and security when you were younger, I know how difficult this is then to build this feeling. It's almost like we have to build it from scratch, from the ground up. But I believe strongly that you guys can do this or continue to do this and get to the outcome that you want. Four of Wands is your security and safety. With you guys in this career area, this is the search. You've been looking for this place of belonging. And again, it's here. It's showing us the potential is there, but we do have some blockages to this. Number one, with the Emperor, we're feeling like we want to control things and like there's a fear of really surrendering to the universe. There's a lot of maybe sadness, regret from the past and missing, like, oh, why can't I have this? You know, like I really am missing and wanting something. It's a longing feeling. Whereas this is talking about, again, the fears and insecurities. So let's clear that. Spirit, what happens when they clear this, please? 2024 career / prosperity. I do feel there is this fear of not having enough or not receiving abundance. Like, I don't know if it's a self-worth thing or if it's more just a fear generally. But that's really what's Again, I see like blockages here. So we have the Knight of Wands, we have the Five of Swords, we have the Knight of Pentacles. The energy is stirring here. So I do feel that at times it's going to feel like a little bit slow and stuck, but the mindset is here. Knight of Wands shows your passion and excitement to create new things for yourself. But again, this other section here, it's almost saying that at times you might feel slowed down if you begin to feel afraid again. Any of these classic blockages for you guys, this is what this is representing, can sometimes slow you down. Spirit, what do we need to know what's coming towards them in this area? Yeah, Six of Pentacles. The Hermit. The High Priestess, and anything in the outer world, please. How is this going to pan out? I see you making a slow, strategic exit in regard to something that was giving you a lot of battle energy, a lot of stress. So you're tiptoeing away from that. And ultimately, I am seeing you land in some place that makes you feel really secure. So interestingly, I'm not seeing a direct new opportunity like the Ace of Pentacles, but somehow you land with the Ten of Pentacles energy where it makes sense. So this even could be how you're redirecting yourself and reorienting your energy in some way where, again, like it's starting to work for you, it's starting to make sense for you. With these cards over here, I really just saw some kind of balancing within your subconscious, within your psychic energy, within your just within how you operate within yourself. And I think maybe this is also talking about that as well, like you feeling more secure and safe within yourself and ultimately moving in that direction. So Ten of Pentacles, can you clarify what this is? Lots of healing, lots of balancing, safety. Again, we're talking about safety. And then with the Nine of Pentacles, this actually is a very prosperous card. So the way that all of this translates for you guys, this is probably the strongest message here is that this is a dependent energy. This energy here at the end is going to depend on what you free yourself from. So what you're seeing is a scale. The more that you free yourself from this energy, the more that you're going to see this freedom, this balance, this prosperity, this is still a self-sufficient energy. You're working on things and building things on your own, but it's working completely in your favor. So therefore you are being supported by your guides. You can see them here, and the universe. Okay. So in terms of the actual physical opportunities, we do see the success, we do see the prosperity, but I think why we're not seeing that Ace of Pentacles type of opportunity energy is it might be because I don't know if this is the case, but you may not be entirely sure of what you want that to be just yet. So for you guys, you may need to look a little bit more into you might need to look deeper here, and you might need to listen to your soul. I have already linked below what your soul wants to tell you, the truth of your soul. You might need to look at that, but take your time. This is not something that can be determined just instantly. So whatever this is for you, please take your time and you will ultimately get there. Spirit, what is the final advice or message for them for 2024 in general? Again, it's the same thing. It's fear. We have two nines here, Nine of Swords, Nine of Cups. They're asking you to release the fears. You will have your happiness. Like if you want your happiness, you can have your happiness, but it is going to require you to really release a lot of fears. I know it's hard. You may need a lot of support for that. You might want to seek that support, but they're telling you that basically this fear and that darker energy is what would get in the way of this. So try to be in that brighter energy as much as you can. So group 3, that is what I am seeing for you guys. I really hope that this was helpful. I know it was a kind of a difficult energy here, but I hope that some of the advice made sense. Please know that we can always work with energy and create these brighter outcomes. If you want a personal reading to get more advice and more guidance, I offer those, and the link is below. Thank you so much. Wishing you a wonderful year, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye. Hey guys, this is the reading for those of you who chose group number 4, which is hematite. So let's start off with the area of self, just how you're going to be doing, and then we'll go into love and career after. Spirit, this reading is for group 4, hematite. Please and thank you. Spirit, moving forward into 2024, this year 2024, what energies are coming towards them in the area of self, please? How are they going to be doing overall? Group 4, please. Okay, so we have here the Wheel of Fortune. Kitty is the Strength card. The Learner of Polynoses, we have the Knight of Pentacles. And then we have Monster in the Dark, which is the Devil card. I find this very interesting. Let's see. I do think that you're going to be exercising a lot of caution when it comes to your fears this year. With the Wheel and Kitty, this to me is showing support. Just the fullness of support from the universe, from your guides, from whoever this is. In your case, because I had this card before, but in your case, the cat, Kitty, is representing some actual presence in your life. I'm not sure if it's a guide. It could be someone in your outer world. I'm not sure who this is, but there is going to be this companionship and support for when you really need it. But with this card, it's more showing the flow of the universe and how you're connecting to everything and really understanding signs and symbols and direction even. So let's look a little bit more into this here. So with the Learner of Polynoses, I did mention caution. And I'm just wondering about this Monster in the Dark card, the Devil card. I'm wondering about how, basically how you're going to be reacting to your fears, or it may not be fears for some of you. It could be patterns. It could be bad habits. It could be, anything that makes you feel paralyzed or chained. So what do we need to know about that, please? Oh, okay. So we have the 10 of Polynoses or Pentacles. Here what they're saying, again, is the same message, and it's actually a number 10 as well. They're saying you are supported, you are, there's so much light. There's so much light and love and family even in terms of whatever this is. This also could be your lineage, of maybe this is ancestors coming through, because it is a family kind of card here. And they're trying to just encourage you and say that you have this power and we are here to help you. So what else do we need to know about Monster in the Dark? There is a key here, by the way. So if you have felt in the past very trapped by something, there is a key right there within reach. We have here, this is actually the Judgment card, forgiveness. And we have this angel that's right on top of you see like the flow there. This is similar to the energy of the Kitty card. So again, I'm feeling a very strong presence in your spiritual life this year. And we are seeing this little note repeated here. There's a book. We can't read it, but there is something special coming through. So either this is, I don't know, like perhaps a guardian angel of yours. There is such a strong spiritual connection here. I think at this point, that's a collective message. All 4 groups got something similar where they're connecting, they're waking up. It's a very powerful, I think it's going to be a very powerful year for us, all of us. And this is the 4 of Cups, 4 of Imagination. So it does look like a little bit of hesitation here or indecision, kind of feeling a little bit like you're in limbo at times. And I do understand that because especially of this card. I think that if that fear card or that sort of paralysis card was not there, you would feel really free to do whatever. So let's get a little bit more on that. Ah, this is the death card, roundabout, and we are seeing a cycle, okay? There is a hesitation to end a particular cycle for whatever reason. Maybe you've tried it before, it didn't work. Maybe it's a lack of answers. There could be just this mental hesitation in general. What is the advice, please? Okay. This is the Justice card, balance. Okay, so I feel like with this one, it's talking a lot about karmic justice and balance as well. I do think that there has been some overall energy that could have followed you into this lifetime. I don't know where it started. It could have been a generational sort of issue. It could have been from your own past life where this energy has basically consistently followed you through to this lifetime. So here we are now, and your guides spirit is indicating here that you can have this balance and justice in this lifetime, in this year 2024. Okay, that's the first step, is to note that, to know it's possible, and to definitely ask for help with that. So what's the best method? How can they do this in the best way? So they said it again, that you're going to need to do this with support. These are your guides. These are your ancestors. What they're actually doing here is they're passing stories down from the lineage, and they're connected to the stars. This feels very much like almost like a vision quest energy, where you're just completely connecting to the energies before you, the ancestors or the guides. And so is there anything else besides that that they need to be aware of to do? So the Daydream card is the High Priestess. They said be open to knowledge. So whether that's from them or from spiritual books that you're reading, it could be self-help books. It could be paying attention, very close attention to things like your dreams, your visions, and your daydreams, not just when you're asleep. They're going to be really communicating with you. So you may need to write them down or voice record it or something where you can have it in your conscious mind, because a lot of this is coming through the subconscious or something else. Any final messages about that? And then here we have the Emperor card. Yeah, they want you to really call upon especially protection. Okay, so work with your guides, your angels, maybe archangels, or whoever you pray to and believe in, for specifically for protection. Anything else coming towards them in the area of self? So even though we can see a lot of initially some challenges, nothing that you can't overcome. I feel like this is, just basically a continuation of certain things. Regardless of all of that, you're going to be really learning to, I think, play your song. There's a lot of light here. There's a lot of serene, beautiful song playing here. As you can see, she's playing the harp. And this is, to me, representing the song of your soul. So you're going to be really aligning with the song of your own soul, your inner truth, where you wish to go. And there's going to be a lot of inner peace that's also coming through as a result of this. So yeah, I mean, the timing is going to depend on how you work with your guides and, how things ultimately are panning out with your alignment. But I think that regardless, there will be a lot of success with this energy here, the Queen of Swords. So let's see. This was a little bit, it kind of felt a little confusing to me, but I hope it made sense to you guys. And if you need any further clarification on anything here, you can always check out my past pick of cards. I've linked the one about what does your soul want to tell you, but I feel like for you guys, you might need to look at a mixture of old readings. But they're timeless though, except if they're weekly readings, they're all timeless. Now, love/connection. Spirit, what energies are coming towards them in love/connection, please? Group number 4, hematite, what energies are coming towards them here? Number 1, if this resonates for your situation, only if this resonates, okay? A lot of you are going to be walking away from something that was not what it seemed to be. There could have been some type of illusion or pattern that, or even a cycle, right? Maybe you thought it was one thing, but you felt, but then you found out that it ended up something different. If I'm saying this and it's resonating for you, you probably are not surprised by this. It might be something you already felt intuitively, or you've already taken steps towards. So that's the first part. If that resonates with you, what is going to happen is greater confidence, feeling a sense of freedom and independence, and even your own passion and creativity again. It's going to be a feeling of renewal. Okay, so for everyone else, what else do we need to know? What's coming towards them in this year? Love/connection. So again, going along with the idea of freeing yourself, a lot of you are going to be walking away from either a situation or an energy in general that didn't serve you. And you're doing this with a sense of relief, okay? It's something deep within your soul that is very relieving to you. You're just feeling hopeful. That's what I'm seeing there. And there it goes with the Knight of Wands. After that serene, peaceful feeling over here, we're seeing passion. We're seeing a new direction, or at least knowing that you can take new directions, and you're very excited about this. So can we say, what else, who or what is coming towards them in this area this year? This can create a lot of different opportunities, whether it's friendship or love or whatever. They are recommending with the Knight of Wands to try to not ride that horse aimlessly. What I think they mean by that is try not to go after just any opportunity at all. They're asking you to really basically tune into something deeper within yourself so that you can find meaningful connections. Because here with Knight of Wands, you can actually go in any direction, but they're saying try to focus on what is really meaningful to you within your heart, within your soul, so that you don't have to repeat whatever this was, okay? I think that's probably good advice. So we have here the 4 of Cups, we have the Ace of Pentacles, and the 9 of Cups. Group 4, there is an opportunity of a lot of fulfillment, happiness, and prosperity in love and connection with you. Actually, I'm just noticing Ace of Cups at the bottom. But what I am going to point out is that, again, this is potential because you may need to open yourself up to something, okay, with this here. Queen of Pentacles, yeah. With the Queen of Pentacles, the 4 of Cups, I see this here at the bottom, 3 of Swords. It just shows a caution. It could be caution because of past hurts. It could be caution because of a lack of maybe trust or faith within the path or something like that. And here, Queen of Pentacles is just wanting security and safety, which is understandable. But just know that if you are wanting this fulfilling, happy energy, that you may need to keep looking within the heart space and maybe clearing it out a bit, maybe opening it up a bit. Spirit, what else is coming towards them this year in this area? Thank you. Yeah, there is exploration. There is moving up in energy. There's like seeing broader perspectives. As you can tell, it's kind of obvious just by looking at these cards. I'm not seeing the energy materialize yet of a connection because according to the 4 of Cups, you may not be entirely ready just yet or feel entirely ready. So this is going to be up to you. But when you are, I do feel that you're going to be drawing that closer and closer. Can you tell us a little bit more about that? There also could be distance involved here. If nothing, like if something's not panning out, it also actually could be because of distance. So let's see. So in terms of connection, I'm actually not yet seeing connections with others because what I'm seeing down here is a healing of your connection with yourself, which I suppose it, is relating to what we just looked into. But like I said, there is distance. Now, this could be emotional distance as well. But I do see that there could be a healing, but there's still some aligning that is happening here. So I'm going to actually get a second deck to see if that's helpful. I don't know which deck to use. Let's see. I think I'm just going to use this one again, my handmade deck. Spirit, what else can you tell us about connection and love coming towards them this year, besides this energy we see? So that's the King of Wands. Kind of feels like you guys are going to be really focusing on just yourselves this year in a lot of ways. This is the cycle card again. It does feel like there is this cycle and pattern that is still relevant here. Yeah, okay, I get it. So yeah, that's what I think. Even if you do have new connections or whatever, the central message for you that they're really pushing forward is they are trying to advise you to not repeat patterns and cycles, which is what they already said over here. Because you got the Nine of Wands. The Nine of Wands is a card of battles, and the roundabout card is literally a carousel here, and they're saying, hey, you got to be careful. So group 4, I'm going to give you a difficult message here, so sorry if this is like a little upsetting. But with the Magician card and the King of Wands, those two together are actually talking about ego. So they could be indicating to you that there's certain things that have not been able to align in your love life or with close connections because of maybe something with the ego. So what that could translate to, I don't know if I don't think it's pride. I think it's more of, when we talk about ego, it's like the opposite of being in our spirit, being in our soul. So what this could mean is that there could be, I don't know if it's a fear of communicating with your soul, or it's a hesitation, which could come from fear. But you guys are going to benefit greatly from truly connecting with your own soul. This is your truth, this is your genuine self, and this is true divine love. There could be a fear of accepting unconditional love from the divine, from your own soul. Okay, there might be a fear of that, but if you can work with that and do some healing with that, I am feeling something much strong, like something very strong that can come towards you in this area of your life, rather than something that is an illusion that perhaps you had dealt with many times. So if I didn't say it, if I didn't say it already, I've linked below the video I just put out a couple of days ago on how to do energy healing. I hope that it helps you, because I know how frustrating this can be. Absolutely. So let's just get a final pull, because I want to see like what could happen potentially. Spirit, can we have any final messages of this area? What is coming towards them, either in the 5D or coming closer towards them this year in love and connection? Especially if they release that energy. Thank you. Yeah, so like, for example, if just generally you guys have had a lot of frustrations with your love life or with friends or like connections in general, I do think that that is the reason why. So they're just bringing it to your attention. So we have the Three of Cups, we have Page of Swords, we have King of Pentacles, Nine of Cups, Two of Cups. Okay, so I like this energy. It's definitely more hopeful, as you can see. Though I want to point out, King of Pentacles is still feeling a bit guarded, maybe. He's not completely blocked, but he is feeling quite guarded, and he's not fully yet in his authentic self. There's still armor, there's still the eyes closed. So the more that you guys are really resonating with your truth, the more that you will see this energy. Because we do see connection, we do see people that care about you, conversations, happiness, connection, new connection as well. But I'm still getting this nagging feeling here that you have to burst out of this armor and really shine brightly within your energy and your heart. So I think for you guys, it wouldn't be the Pentacles suit. From you, I'm getting Cups. I have seen this before. The King of Pentacles, regardless of king or queen, whatever, the Pentacles has to turn into cups where you're fully in your heart energy, flowing, loving, and just truly connected. Okay, so that's the I believe the ultimate goal for you guys is to you know, again, burst out of the armor and really embrace your true energy. So I know this was a little kind of disappointing. I hope that at least some of the advice was helpful though. So let's look into career / prosperity. Spirit, for group number 4, what energies are coming towards them in career / prosperity? I do think that you're going to be trying to figure out a lot for yourself and what fits and where you need to go. And then again, we have this idea of the death card. It's different this time, where what would need to happen is ending some kind of a chapter, a previous cycle, and then you can be free. This doesn't look as like challenging as the love life question. Let me see what's coming towards them. I actually do see opportunity right away for you guys, potentially in February. But as you can see here again, there seems to be some challenges of the soul. We have the Devil and the Star card together. So it is showing directly this, perhaps, a feeling of the soul being chained down. So with the 10 of Cups, yeah. So again, this is a little bit of a dependent reading, where if you can free your soul, meaning your truth and your that loving energy and that happiness, you are going to be seeing some incredible results in this area of your life. So what are they meant to move towards here? Well, balance and justice for one, something that's fair to you, something that you have wanted for a long time. It might look different for everybody, but this is what you've been dreaming of in terms of what's fair, what's right. Okay. Something that definitely resonates with your heart, something that makes you feel more free, like without burden. Fitting with the Justice card, like I said, just balance, justice, something that you're guided towards as well. Can you tell us specifically what's coming towards them? Yeah, it's gonna fit with you. So this area of your life, I feel it's just a little bit more solid energy to grab onto. It does look like you are swiftly moving towards the path of your own true soul. I think in this area of your life, you might know yourself very well, or at least better than what I saw earlier. It was a little confusing. Here you're kind of co-writing your destiny. So whatever it is that you're working towards in terms of your truth, this is manifesting this year. Some of the specifics are to be determined, because I think that the energy work is still happening. But I think you're definitely on the right track. You should be seeing results, whatever you're working towards in this feeling of security. Anything else of this area, what's coming towards them? Yeah, you're climbing and reaching some sort of success, like step by step, you are climbing in this area. Okay. And I do feel, generally speaking, there will be a sense of security. There will be, yeah, financially and just in terms of feeling secure within the place that you are. Okay, so that's going to be there. I'm still, you know, you're still probably navigating the journey of the soul a bit, but this is more of a 3-dimensional kind of category. So I do think that it's still going to look pretty good. I don't really see you kind of wandering around. I do see you having like an energy where you're a bit settled, but I still feel that there's something that you're actively trying to figure out every single step of the way. And if you do feel confused in this area of your life, just know that it's a reflection of the journey of your soul, okay? Yeah, so the Tower, this makes sense to me. I think that the Tower is just trying to shake you up. So what is the Tower going on here? So the Tower can be, okay, I'm actually really relieved to see this card. This year, if you're, how can I put this? For the most part, this Tower card is actually going to be mental. Now, I don't think that many of you are going to experience an environmental 3D tower where something is going to be shot down. I don't really feel that. Although, of course, that could happen if it needs to. But the Tower connecting with the King of Swords is showing a mental, right? Some sort of a mental awakening, an intense awakening too. It's interesting that this is coming through in this area of your life. It didn't come through in the other areas, but this is going to be a catalyst. This awakening, this clarity, this it's almost an explosion, and I am getting chills here. I can feel that this is going to happen early on into the year, perhaps March for a lot of you, the first quarter of the year. And it's going to have to do with your pentacles. So whether this is work, finances, home, something is going to shake your foundation, and it's going to happen mentally or spiritually, and it's going to kind of be responsible for rerouting you if you felt you were on the wrong path or if you didn't know. So don't worry, this is going to be good. This is going to be good energy for you. Ultimately, you're heading towards balance and walking the path of your destiny. So I don't want you to be, nervous for no reason. Like, it's going to be okay. Trust me, it's going to be okay. Any other messages for this area, where they're heading? So yeah, I did mention this before. I see it here again. You are walking away from something that just wasn't working for you, something that was painful. Okay. And any other final advice? I do think that there is this feeling of seeking, searching, like, where are my answers, right? That you might still feel after this, yet you still were able to follow inner guidance, even though you didn't have any answers. You listened and it worked for you. And it's going to start to become clearer every step of the way. You're going to start to feel better about things. And in terms of the actual prosperity or career, this might take a little bit more time to... I think that ultimately the answer is going to be obvious to you, but with the Five of Wands, you might feel at times you're just like, why can't I just grab the Pentacles? Where are they? Again, it's a very simple reason. It's because you're still walking that journey of your soul and your truth, like getting to that truth and your true, like what really resonates for you in your soul. That's the only reason why. So if you can refocus on that journey of the soul, this will not be here anymore, and you'll just be able to access these pentacles. So I know it sounds like a lot of work. I know it's challenging, but again, the reason why Spirit brings these messages in my readings like this is because they don't want you to keep suffering and struggling through the same cycles. They want you to be able to break free, and with at least the advice and the knowledge, that becomes much more possible. Is there any final message for group 4 about their 2024 in general? Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. We have the potential. We have the opportunity to grab the pentacle, to have that sunlight, to have that new birth. And even though, like, if there's still some challenges to overcome, I think that you guys absolutely have the strength to do it, and it'll just be that much more worth it in the end. Alrighty, so So yeah, that is what I'm seeing. If you guys want some specific messages, because again, this is a general reading, you can let me know. I have linked below the link for my personal readings that I do, so that you guys can have whatever direction you need. Thank you guys so much. I really hope that this was helpful, even though it was a little difficult. But thank you once again, sending you blessings, and I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye-bye.